that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
The Texans set to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock. A safety, really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line.
Ready, set.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Drive play straight ahead. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted. Because that run right there gave them enough room from their goal line where you should feel comfortable calling anything in your playbook.
Back to the well again. And he's going to get this one to about the 22 before they take him down. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Play action. Sanders. Buys time, rolling right. He finds Johnson over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Final timeout called by the Texans. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Here's the one back on the handoff. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
The Texans are in the nickel. 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Sending him on the dime. They're able to haul him down, and that's going to wrap up this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead. First down, and they go right back to it. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL. I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Ready.
There's a dive up the middle. The 2nd down run good for 4. That brings up 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Here's a design run. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes.
And he'll add to their lead on the final play of the game as he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. sits so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines. But for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
So for our crew, my partner Brock Heward and myself, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been Madden Ultimate Team. The Seahawks winners, as we say so long from Seattle.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us?
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and 9.
Inside give to Dickerson. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. First and goal from the 6.
19 Tiger. Let's go now.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. They'll try and run for it here with Dickerson. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bears nothing.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Summerall to send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
890/1000.
Quarterback hailing from Michigan State, and we like that. It's Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
For Kidder here, it's complete. Down the left sideline. He's on his way. Touchdown, Chicago. Reggie Gilliam, 77 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, good move. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
On the ready. 70 range. Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rob Gronkowski, 68 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Summer all down for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, here's Summerall to send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Throwing, Cousins. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
A short one there, caught by Likely. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Cousins now. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is fielded at the 27. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Dickerson on the handoff. And powering through with the 35. And how about that for just running out the clock? Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Christian Wilkins on the stop.
Here we go.
A gain of 2. Brings up
To throw is Sanders. A final shot before break. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Calvin Johnson as time expires in the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead on the final play of the half. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3
so
here.
Let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Devontae Smith.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
Running it with Dickerson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Eric Dickerson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly. They're getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They go play action. Cousins. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Marvin Harrison Jr. 85 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Bears 14.
The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Powering his way forward. And now off to the races down the right side.
And partner, not only is he kicking himself right now, he's going to petition the league for 99-yard fields. That's almost not fair to get it that far and not get into the end zone.
And he's across the track into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Eric Dickerson with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after it right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's Summerall to send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Isaiah Pacheco, 69 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Bears 21.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. A little juke. And bulldozing his way through.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
They'll run down with Dickerson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's Summerall to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Play action now. Cousins. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one.
Oh, wide open, complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 92 yards.
Wow. I mean, we talk about flipping the field. Normally we're saying 40, 50 yards, but how about this play? This is as long a play as you'll see that does not result in a touchdown. From back up near your own goal line to now first and goal, What a play right there.
Okay,
Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Come on, go.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. After the touchdown, here's Summerall to send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to get going again. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Devontae Smith in there to return. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
4 yards on the pickup.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Another nice job there defensively. They've had him bottled up throughout this game. They used their scouting really well, but they've executed even better throughout this game. Their job now, don't relax, and all of a sudden, give them a chance to break off a big one.
Back to Dickerson here on second down. Shifts by at the 15. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Cougar 19. Ready.
A carry for Dickerson. There he goes, right side. He's to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Eric Dickerson, 83 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. After the touchdown, here's Summerall to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Jackson now. That's complete to Chuba Hubbard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 79 Broncos.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 95 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Eric Dickerson. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Eric Dickerson with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
After the touchdown, here's Summerall to send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
To throw is Jackson. He's got Hooper on the short connection. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by a former Cowboy, Deion Sanders. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Shedding defenders at the 15. Oh, what a juke into space. Yeah, the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Dickerson, try the right side. There he goes again. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Eric Dickerson, 57 yards. And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. After the touchdown, here's Summerall to send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Jackson going to keep it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion. And that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. But he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
No let-up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold-up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 66 yards. And the Seahawks up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Seahawks 28.
So that drive, 4 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Summerall to send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Jackson going to keep it running right. A beautiful fake. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. A solid chunk of 11 yards there on the keeper. But 4th down now. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Nothing on the scoreboard in the first 2 quarters. Who can make the breakthrough? We are back underway. Quarter number 3. Scoreless game. The Seahawks offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line.
Ready? Here we go.
Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short game.
A big hole. He's to midfield. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 96 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. The extra point is good. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. DeJounte Wester now to return it. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. The Chargers offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Off the play fake, here's Goff. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. And he won't get away. Little tackle there to get him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. Oh, he's going to be throttled up and taken down. They've got him.
Quarterback just has to get this ball out of his hands. I understand giving your guy a chance to pick up the first down. Let's see if he can get some space downfield past the sticks and put one on him. But once it's clear that's not going to work, this ball either needs to be thrown away, checked down, but you certainly don't want to continue to go backwards.
This will be returned from just beyond midfield. The Seahawks offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own. He works free, right side. And he's going to take this one all the way. 98 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. The PAT up and good. And the Seahawks move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. A throat behind his neck, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Metcalf, the motion man. On 2nd down. Oh, a loose football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This returnable from inside his own 40.
Hi.
The Seahawks offense and their running back set to go once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10.
My PS5 username is Jukeman56.
They'll begin here on the ground. And a great run after being backed up. He's up to the 25-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Vikings, 19 Tiger, 19.
Right back to him on 1st down. Oh, big hole left side. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. And it's some kind of run. Everything you love about a running back. Using some of the power as well, Greg, to find his way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And as so often is the case, Mike, in the NFL, you just can't block every defender. Well, for this back, it doesn't matter. You said it. His power is what allowed him to break those tackles and find himself in the end zone.
Now, the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks mistake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Chargers offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Now, Goff. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Jordan Davis. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive. A 2nd down throws for Goff. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter. Now Goff will drop this one down to the fullback. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out. The Chargers get set to kick it away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. This fielded inside the 35. The Seahawks offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Drive will start on the ground, and he's going to be taken down at the 17-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
70 range.
On play action, Shador. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 82 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. No problem there on the extra point. And the Seahawks are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Wester now to return it. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Chargers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They have likely one play left here north of the 2-minute warning as they're going to get started with 1st down. Here's Goff. In trouble, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. This is Taylor. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play. 3rd and long. Goff in the pistol. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. Throwing, Goff. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll run here with Hill. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays.
Oh, the ball's out. The Seahawks scoop it up.
It's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, Protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Ready, right?
Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he's in! Alvin Johnson. Touchdown Seahawks. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through, and the Seahawks stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Wester now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Chargers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail here late, hoping to put something, anything on the board before they get out of here. Going to start this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing here is Dodd. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And it just seems like anytime this offense has gotten anything positive going, it's been this pass rush that has immediately shut it down. And this has been a clinic tape on how you rush the passer. And I promise you, they want to finish this thing out here.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Byron Murphy gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down. To throw is Goff. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a 1st down.
A gain of 37 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right ball, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play. When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to it.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Byron Murphy in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's 3rd down.
Just seems that nothing has gone right all game for this offense, and that's what happens when your quarterback just faces relentless pressure. You just can't generate any kind of offense, and I think that's the biggest reason there's a big old 0 up on that scoreboard.
DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Accelerating toward midfield. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play.
We've seen one half of football and no points just yet. Let's see who can finally break that deadlock here in our second half. Here's Smith on the return. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy midfield to start this drive. The Seahawks sending their offense out to begin the third quarter. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive.
Okay, ready?
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still first down.
Ready?
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag.
60 ball check, 60 ball. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther 60, Panther 60. 79 Broncos. Let's go.
Play action, Sanders. He's going to push one deep down there. This is caught inside the 15. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead in quarter number 2. That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They start the drive with Hall. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut.
I don't think that's That's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. On a more aggressive call on second.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll go right side with Hall. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front. Right?
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive. Because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look at that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now, time's not on their side either.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. Takes it in at the 26. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Sanders back to throw. And this is lofted deep down the middle. Wide open down the field, and he has it! They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Got it. Ready?
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Seahawks push their lead further to start the half. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14.
14. Vikings, nothing.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. His return starts at the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Vikings taking the field on offense. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now for Herbert. Well, the pressure really got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
The Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this third down play. Third and long for him here. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. A couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And he gets it away from his end zone. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Seahawks back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here.
Okay,
markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Here's the one back on the handoff. Oh, man, he's in the clear. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 20-zip lead.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. That's exactly what the doctor ordered.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21.
Vikings nothing.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And the 4th sack of the game right there brings up second down.
9 yards. It's second down.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's going to be the Vikings who have the football, Brock, but given that score, they're going to need points every time out from here on. Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Herbert from the gun. Deep in trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Seahawks have it. He takes it back to the 10. And now, partner, they're going to take over with an excellent opportunity to score.
For sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Sanders going to throw here on first. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there.
Smell in the end zone. They really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks grow their lead yet again.
Vikings nothing.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Here's Western on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Vikings offense back to the field now.
And if we're being honest, Brock, this game already over. It was a while ago, but still something for this offense to play for. They can try to avoid that shutout.
Yeah, it's kind of like a game of baseball, right? You're looking up at that scoreboard, and you know it's impossible, but find some momentum, something good to build on for next week.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Going deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And that should be Seahawks football. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Seahawks continue piling it on here in the 4th. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with the lineman a lot. Quickness, right? Usually the corner skill guys. But he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st to 3. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks continue piling on to this lead.
35. Vikings nothing.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff.
Here's Western on the return.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Vikings now set to take the field. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. Herbert now. Completed over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Finds him over the middle. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Throwing now, Herbert. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down.
He's already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack.
To throw, Herbert. He's got it over the middle. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. They're going to run out of the pistol with Hall.
They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Punt team on the field. And he'll try to hit this one well. And a well-placed kick here. Not quite on the goal line, but they're pinned deep at their own 10. The Seahawks offense running out now. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
You know, we've seen the evolution of this the last few seasons. This has gone from more of a gadget play to something that's a key part of most NFL offenses. It's another way to get the ball to some of your best athletes, and you can't argue with those type of results.
Down. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Running for the marker on 2nd. Keeps away from 1. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Here we go. Ready.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
It's a gain on the play of 66 yards. That's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
And that does it for that challenge. You picked up the victory. Keep things going. There's more out there to overcome.
Defenses control the first half, but when will we see some points? Hopefully soon, as this third quarter begins. The Seahawks offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Let's go. Viking 18. Let's go.
The third quarter begins with a run. He gets free. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he is gone. 98 yards. Touchdown, Seattle.
Exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession, too. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
7. Chargers, nothing.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Chargers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Hurts. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Trimmer. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. This one over the middle and caught by Bryant. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
This will be returnable from his own 15. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18.
They go play action with Sanders. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And he will take this one in. 96 yards. Touchdown, Seattle.
Think back to the spring, Mike. We all watched the highlights of this guy's pro day, and you always question, why do they make these quarterbacks just rear back and throw it as far as they can? How often are they really going to do that? Well, when they do, like we saw here, it is a thing of beauty. He put that big arm on display with that last pass, and it winds up going for 6.
Now the try here for the point after. His kick is good. And the Seahawks move out on top. 14-0.
Chargers, nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. The ball comes out. The Seahawks scoop it up.
It's going to be unfortunate for this guy, Mike. I mean, that was an incredible effort to continue to fight and break all those tackles, but it doesn't matter if you don't protect the ball. Sometimes it's just easier to say, hey, great effort, go down, live to play another snap. In this case, he just kept the play alive a little too long. The defense kept pursuing him, and next thing you know, they pop it out, and it goes the other way.
Well, Seahawks offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. Good blocking to the 15. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Eric Dickerson. Touchdown, Seattle. That is 2nd touchdown tonight.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Chargers, nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The Chargers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, he hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day.
Oh, a loose football. And And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Fix the Eagle! Fix the Eagle!
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Yeah! And he's in! Touchdown, Seahawks!
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance and contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Extra point attempt still to come. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Up the middle is Jones. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play. To throw on second down is Hurts. Brought in by Chris Olave. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2.
No, touchdown!
Here's Hurts. A throw right side is intercepted. It's the Hall of Famer Deion Sanders. And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
The Seahawks offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on offense for 1st and 10. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. Still going. A big play there, about as big as you can get. That's near record territory. That's a 97-yard play.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
No gain on the play.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown. Seattle. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. Backed up because of the penalty, but no matter. The extra point is good.
The score, Seahawks 34, Chargers nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get back to work. Big trail here late. Hoping to put something, anything on the board before they get out of here. Going to start this drive, 1st and 10. Hurts using the pop pass. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was roughed right at the line of scrimmage.
And also the guard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Jones. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Hurts. He gets this complete, finding Adams.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
2nd and 10.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff. Jones. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
38-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Set.
Now it's Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 20. It's good for a Charger 1st down. They'll put a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Nolan Smith in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. This one on target to Olave. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
Now Hurts. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. To the end zone, it's intercepted. It's the Hall of Famer, Deion Sanders.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
On the ready.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Let go.
They'll begin here on the ground. Up the sideline at the 35. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play.
Yeah, Mike, I'm not sure how popular this move is going to be on the other sideline. And listen, I understand in the huddle sometimes kind of players take it upon themselves to do things like this, but the call there
Well, nothing on the scoreboard in the first 2 quarters. Who can make the breakthrough? We are back underway. Quarter number 3. Scoreless game. The Seahawks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. Loose past the 35. Inside the 10. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 98 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays. Taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field. 6.
Seahawks 7, Falcons nothing.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. CeeDee Lamb there to return it. Wow, they are hitting now. It's been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. The Falcons offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Cooper, the tight end, is in motion. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
That's good.
Give him 27, and it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's a run. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Peyton Hillis. Touchdown, Seahawks. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
The extra point, up and good. And the Seahawks move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down.
Ready?
In motion, Lamb. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth. A quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Oh, and he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
On play action, Richardson. Left side, caught by Lamb. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Positionless players. That's what these defensive coaches are searching for. I mean, take this guy. He's listed as a safety on the depth chart, Mike, but he's really a Swiss Army knife. They line him up and use him in a lot of different ways, and boy, has he come through. A pick earlier in the game, and now a sack.
The Falcons send their punting unit out. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. Take it in, back at his own 12. The Seahawks offense. And their running back set to go once more. This will start from the 12, try to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Shador. And open downfield, it's Johnson. He gets free. And a dive forward here. Tack on even more yardage to the end of this one. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Let's go.
On first and 10, here's Richardson. The Seahawks scoop it up. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
Ready up.
Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Blown back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From the 1, second and goal.
Ready.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Eric Dickerson. Touchdown, Seahawks. That is second touchdown tonight. The extra point is good. And the Seahawks are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, Richardson. Now he'll air one out. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
This secondary, I mean, they just continue to impress me this entire game. Like, I mean, it just feels like every ball is contested. Even the ones that are complete, those windows are tight. This
in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. From Marcus Webb. He gets in to drop him. It's a loss of 8.
And he did everything he could. He's trying to keep this play alive, but there's just too much penetration from this defense. They end up taking him down behind the line.
On the set.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing, Richardson. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
60.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get away. He's got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
Come on. Set. Bronco 80.
As Stewart on 1st down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. And the Seahawks stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. CD on the return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Falcons offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail here late, hoping to put something, anything on the board before they get out of here. Going to start this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. And mark him down up beyond the 30. On a scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10.
First and 10.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. The ball comes out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. Metcalf, the motion man. What a little inside draw with their fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
The Falcons getting their punter out there. This one fielded out beyond the 25. That is a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive.
Still 1st down.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Ready? Here we go, here we go.
Now give on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long, but in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
The extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the Seahawks keep widening that lead. It is now 42-0. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. CD on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Falcons offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail here late. Hoping to put something, anything on the board before they get out of here. Going to start this drive. 1st and 10. Now Richardson. Now a screen set up for Bigsby. This one to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back. As those offensive linemen, they can't help him out. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Hold the ready.
It is 3rd and long. Now Richardson. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Richardson sacked. A loss of 7 yards. 3 and out.
On 4th down, out comes the punter. As he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. That'll be returnable from the 35.
Ready? Bronco 80.
Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. So that'll move them back half the distance, and they'll try it again.
Still first down.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Let's go.
Drive will start on the ground. That one is snuffed out. Going to lose yardage. Back to the 3.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
This is one of those plays where you got to give them some love after. Let them know it was an outstanding run and all that. Because even though it was a good effort, it's hard not to feel disappointed, Mike, that they somehow weren't able to move the chains.
Now Sanders on third and long. Exiting the pocket right. And he did all he could, but he's going to be forced out at the line of scrimmage, well short of a first down.
He's holding on to this ball for a while. He's trying to wait for someone to uncover, but eventually he just runs out of time, Mike, and that actually is going to go down as a sack, and it'll bring up fourth down.
He's going to air this one out, and he will have the Seahawks first down. They convert in style there. Big play on fourth and long.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action with Sanders. Forced out wide. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
A big loss on the play.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in second and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
50 boxes, 50 boxes.
Now a run on first down. Not much there, maybe a yard. From the 43, here's second down and 9.
Come on. 18 Cardinal, 18.
Downs goes in motion. They go play action now with Sanders. He's got a man down the field. That's Bobo. And he will score. Jake Bobo. Touchdown Falcons. Kicker good with the extra point. And the Falcons move further out in front. It is now 17-0. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Devontae Smith there to return. The Seahawks offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Sanders from his own end zone. He's going to dial up another deep ball. Still on the move. A big play there, about as big as you can get. A pickup of 94 yards.
And the Seahawks.
Here we go.
Sanders going to try to run with it. And he will do it himself. He's in. Shedeur Sanders. Touchdown Seahawks. The offense staying put. They will go for 2. Play action. It's Sanders. That is caught. And they get the
can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. The Falcons offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
At the 19-yard line.
From the gun, it's Shador. Open, left side is Barner. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
76.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt.
In punt formation.
That's taken at about the 14. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Ready? Go.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. A big play after being backed up. 61 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He's going to try it here again. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Rob Gronkowski. Touchdown, Seattle. And the Seahawks with another big moment. They'll try to add the 2-point conversion here. That'll be caught. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. From the 6, here comes a return. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the 4th quarter.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up, against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
19 yards. And the
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
1st and
Let's go
goal
now.
at the 8-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Second and goal. They'll run here. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Peyton Hillis. Touchdown Seahawks.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Falcons 17.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Now return coming from the 7. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with the lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Now on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Sanders. This one complete to Bobo. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. In motion is Barner. 4th down. Here's Sanders. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. So wind up a turnover on down. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once more. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining for the defense. But putting that timeout early really comes back to cost them now. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On the toss, they'll run. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Seattle.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Now the Falcons will use their 3rd final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
They'll stick with him again. Oh! And he'll take this one in. Eric Dickerson. Touchdown, Seattle. The extra point is up and through. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's got it at the 1. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The Falcons offense make their way out to take over once more. This is 1st and 10.
Come on. Hit. Cougar 19.
To throw is Sanders. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Bobo is the motion man. Down the field, he's got Barner. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And 14. This is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. Now Shador under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now it's Sanders. The pressure gets there again, and shotgun on third down. Sanders. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
For the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
His kick is good. He got it. And they are indeed back within one score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Covered by the Seahawks.
On the jump.
It's first down, and they'll run. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
Second and 9.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And will be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter.